Hello and welcome to Express Break. I'm going to be your host, Raymond, and I'm here to talk about the storage drawers. We have the Akro-Mils and the P306. There is a P558, which is going to be available soon, a bit larger than these. So let's start with the Akro-Mils. They have different sorts of drawers. They got ones with small in the center, large in the outside, but for the most part, the ones I see are the either 64 of these, 32 and 12 of these, or 24 of these in this size right here. They do come with dividers, but there are not enough dividers to cover all the drawers. It comes, they're attached in the back. I took them off so you're not going to see them. So you pretty much just snap them off these and you'll have some large ones and some small ones. Small ones can hold 250 milliliters. To put it in perspective, so these are 785 milliliters, which, believe it or not, this whole bottle fits in there. That's 750 milliliters of brick juice, 100% fun by volume. So take that and yeah, and yes, a whole bottle. It would take 3 of these to be almost the same as 1 of these. For the 785 milliliters, you're gonna be at 2 1/16 tall, 4 7/16 wide by 5 1/4 inches long. For the small drawers, you're going to be at 5 1/4 inches long, 2 inches wide, and 1 5/16 tall. This is 6 7/16 inches deep, 19 3/4 inches wide, and 15 3/4 inches tall. Let's just talk about how much space will it occupy and how much space of that is useful. Calculating the length, width, and height of this, we have 2,000 cubic inches of space. How much of that is going to be useful space? For the 64 size, we have 48.8%. For the mix of 32 with 12 of the large drawers, we're going to be at 53% useful space. And for the event that you're using just the large drawers, you're going to be at 57%. I understand not all your pieces are going to be long, so you're going to have 5 stud widths height, and you can't put these in there, right? And most definitely you can't fit these in here, and I get it, you could have a separate drawer system for these. Let's talk about this other system here. This system is going to be 61%. 61% of your space is going to be occupied by the items you put in it. The other 100%, we know is the space it occupies. They are stackable. They do interlock with each other. You see this right here locks into this. And before I start this, it is always a good idea, if you're going to do all this, you take these drawers out. It's going to make it a whole lot easier to play with this around. See, these right here, we're going to be at 2 15/16 wide, 2 inches tall, and depending on which one, it's going to be between 2 5/16 and 2 11/16 long. Because these are a little longer, these are the same size, and these are a little longer, but for the width and the height, they're the same. We're going to say each drawer is going to be about 243 milliliters. These are going to be 9 1/8 inches wide, 2 7/16 inches tall, and 14 5/8 inches long. And I'm measuring from the outside here, right? That's the outside dimensions. For these, it's going to be 2 inches tall, 2 3/4 inches wide, and about 2 inches long. They do vary a little bit. It's 245 milliliters per little space. And just so you know, houses are expensive, space is expensive. So to give a recap, we have the Akro-Mils, 250 milliliters per drawer, 48% space occupied if you use these drawers. If you have a mix of these, you have 53%, and if you have just these, you have 57%. And for the P306, we have 61%, and for the P558, we have a 70%. That's the occupied space that it actually uses. And filling 70% of the space you're occupying is a pretty good deal compared to this, where you're only occupying 48%, 48.8% of the space you occupy is useful, as opposed to 70%. If your real estate's small and you don't have a lot of space to store, you might want to think of going for the 558 or the P306. Thanks for watching, and have a great day. This is Raymond from Express Brick.